Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I take another first look, this time at The Wild 8. It's by Fantastic, 8 Points, and Hype Train Digital, and it released into Steam Early Access on February 8th, 2017. It's currently there. I've been wanting to play this since I've gotten it. I've had it not quite since release, if I'm correct. Maybe I have. I don't know. It's been a while. I've had it. I wanted to play it. I never got around to it. I finally made the time. I'm doing it, folks. We're doing a first look video. And I have a feeling that I'm going to want to do more than a first look video, but I'm going to try to hold off until the game fully releases. There's lots of updates I've seen over the course of the months that I've had it. And, well, now is the time, ladies and gentlemen. Now is the time. So we're going to start. We're going to play a single-player game. And let's see here. We have two modes, Explorer and Survivor. Let's see here. The effects of hunger and cold are reduced in this mode, and all learned skills and structure levels are retained when you die. However, Survivor mode is the way it's intended to be played. I assume this is probably like a roguelike. If you die, you start over from scratch, which is cool. Stun animals with throwing rocks to make hunting easier. Alright, and it looks like we have multiple choices for survivors. We have Anna. As a pharmacological... student, or pharmacology student rather, Anna knows medicine better than the other survivors, and the medical supplies she creates are especially effective. All crafted medical supplies are twice as effective. Nice. We have Robin Hood. Robin is a young athlete who specializes in the biathlon, which makes him the fastest and most agile survivor, giving him a bonus to ranged attacks. I think that's probably who I'll play. But we'll see. We have Old King Cole. He is the strongest and has the most stamina in melee combat. Give him a good weapon, and his strength will become a factor that enemies and other survivors will have to reckon with. That's cool too. I'm not opposed to Captain Headbutt there. Seems legit. We have William. He is the best choice for beginners. He freezes slower and receives less damage from attacks, which is a huge advantage over other characters. Leave him to less experienced players. Alright, that's fair. We have Chang. Chang is the most intelligent of the survivors, and his acumen allows him to waste less experience when learning new skills. Minus 10% to the cost of learning new skills. Cool. Vivian is just plain lucky. Not only does she have a higher chance of landing a critical hit, but somehow she can always end up with a few more resources than the other survivors. Cool. Wow, 40% more wood and ore gathered? That seems legit too. Jeffrey is a handyman, so all items he creates receive an additional 25% durability. Sounds legit. These items can be shared with the other survivors, and with finality, we have good old Oliver. Oliver, thanks to his entrepreneurial mind, Oliver can determine exactly where he can cut corners without sacrificing the quality of his product, whether it be an item or a structure, so less crafting cost and construction cost. Nice. We're going to go with our boy Robin here. We're going to start it up. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've not played it. I started to launch it. I was going to play it, and I'm like, nah. Alright, so WASD to move. There's canned food on the ground. And it doesn't look like there's anything that allows us to see other stuff, like something, a pop-up menu maybe. I've never seen such large mushrooms in Alaska. Tutorial, I don't want to skip it. You can rotate the camera using the Q and E keys. Okay, that's legit. I have no clue what I'm doing. We just got the new ability to build. You now build a shelter. You can find it in the structure menu with B. This is the shelter. Okay, and we can build it, I guess, right here. It grows out of the ground. Learn how to sprint. You can learn various useful skills such as sprint in the shelter. Oh, this is cool. Alright, so hunting, mobility, offense, defense, and gathering. And sprint. Allows your character to run quickly. Press the left shift to sprint. Okay. Okay, seems simple enough. Now we gotta build a workshop. Gather 20 wood and 10 ore. I'm assuming that this is ore. Alright, do we actually get enough? I have no idea. I have no... Oh, it's 9. It's right there. Okay. I didn't know if we had like an actual inventory thing. It's like we're punching trees to gather wood. Because of course we are. Oh, we do have a backpack with V. Oh, that's our equipment. Alright. That's fair. We gotta get 20 wood. And there it is. Alright, so now we can build a workshop. There we go. Yeah, I suppose it's gonna be right there. I don't really have much else I can do right now. Stun animals with throwing rocks to make hunting easier. I need to find a way to warm up and fast. If we go into the shelter, does that help? So cold. Uh-oh. How do we throw rocks? Enter the workshop and craft a stone axe. Oh, we need more stuff. Uh-oh. Are we freezing to death? Like, is that a thing that's happening? Our hunger and our health is going down severely, like real quick. And we died just like that. Wow. Okay, well, I gotta say, I'm a little confused. It's fine. I'm totally okay with losing like this. But if you can't even survive the tutorial, I feel like they might want to tweak it a little bit. Like, it's okay. Usually, you know, you expect to be able to at least make it through the tutorial before you actually die. So that's a little weird. It's a little bit strange. Well, we get back up here, and are we totally... Yeah, we're totally out and exposed again. So we're going to have to start basically from scratch at this point, but that's okay. We're going to build our shelter. I feel like we went into the shelter. It didn't seem to do anything, unfortunately. So we're going to, of course, go ahead and harvest as much of this as we can. We're going to rebuild the workshop and everything else. It's probably going to be fine. I'd like to see what we have over here. Is there any way we can, like, get heat or anything from there? No, it doesn't look like it. Well, again, guys and gals, like I said, I wanted to. Originally, I was like, you know, I should probably go. I should play this a little bit, see what the game's like, kind of get it down a little bit in my head, and then go about my business and be like, hey, look at me, I'm amazing. But then I'm like, you know what? What about that first-time experience? I'm always torn whether I want to do something where I have a little bit of prior experience or if I just want to go in completely blind. And a lot of people appreciate the total blind factor, and that's cool. I'm happy. I'm happy that that's a thing. Because it gives me a little bit of variety with what I can do. Alright, so we should be able to craft ourselves the workshop now. That is a sign. I do not want to craft a sign. I want to craft a workshop. There's a guitar laying over there. That's interesting. And now we can craft a stone axe. A weapon that increases the damage your character can deal as well as gather the amount of wood. Okay. And can we get a pickaxe as well? We can. We have one of each of those. And some throwing rocks. We're going to have to get some more of those. And we can equip that. Oh, I just threw it. That was not what I had in mind. I feel... open the oh, that's how we do it. Okay, my bad. There it is. That makes so much more sense. I'm like, it's not working. I don't understand. It's totally fine. We're gonna craft a few of those, and then what I think I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna learn how to build a chest. We need 30 wood to build the chest. And I think that would be a wise course of action. Can we also do... Oh, we can have one in each hand? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, I got scared there for a minute. Build a campfire. That does sound like a very, very useful thing. So we don't freeze to death. I absolutely want to do this. See, this is about where it should have been. Light the campfire. There we go. Does our heat go back up now? Oh, it does. Perfect. Now I'll craft a stick and drag it over, and we can get a torch. Okay, so let's craft ourselves a stick. We have some canned food. All right, so we still got to get the chest, don't we? Where did our axe go? Is that our axe? There we go. Alright, well we got 1 point in our skill point gathering type situation there. That's pretty good. Chest. We can definitely do a chest now. I would very much like to get that done. There we go. Now we can store stuff that we don't necessarily need right away into this. Now I have a bad feeling that we are going to end up dying a horrible death. Mostly because I know how I work. So if we drag the stick over the fire, it becomes a torch. Okay. Which is interesting. Check out the smoke to the east of the crash site. Use your map to avoid getting lost. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't pick up this guitar, which it does not look like I can. So I know this stuff is working. We have a map, so we're heading off this direction. This seems like a real bad idea. I'm here. They say smoke to the east. I don't see any smoke. Oh, there's some berries though. Totally gonna grab some of those. Oh, is our inventory full up? Is that why? Let's go ahead and use that, and then we have some berries. Can we stack the berries? Yes, we can. Alright, so the question is now... Oh, cool, I threw a stone. Question is now... Is that north? So this is east? I don't know what's happening right now. But our torch is about to run out. Oh, you know what? We never actually got our skill back up, did we? So there's no sprinting, and our torch just broke. So we're now out in the middle of the wilderness. You hear wolves howling. We did find our way back, which is good. But, yeah, things aren't looking so good for our crew. I think we're gonna probably move that in there. Oh, human flesh. Oh, that's great. Really would rather not have to eat that, but if we have to eat it, I guess I'm okay. What did I just throw? Oh, I threw the human flesh. The campfire is lit. Okay. Equip that bad boy. Chop down some more wood. I don't think we're going to survive. This is definitely going to take some practice before we're up to the snuff. Now, there is one thing that I will say. Between the first look and future endeavors, I will definitely have some more experience under my belt. Oh, what was that horrible sound? I don't know, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to learn how to sprint there. And gathering adds an additional slot to your inventory. Well, that sounds like a very, very, very needed thing. Okay. So what we can do there is maybe put the berries into that. I'm not sure how we can... Maybe we hold Alt? Like, it's weird that we have one in each hand, but... It's not necessarily like a bad thing, it's just odd, right? Okay, so we're gonna do something like that. We need to eat. Eat some of those. Eat some of these. Oh, now we've got gluttony. Do we overeat? Is that what just happened? I think so. So we're taking a look. East of the map is actually east. Okay. Well, that's good. There are some random things laying around. We have some wood, some fires going. I mean, we can cook some human flesh if we're into that. I think that we are absolutely not into that. And I think that that's okay. No, I'd really rather not. Well, my apologies, folks. My plan was not to completely fail there, but who knew that I'd completely fail? Probably most folks. Probably most people had a pretty good idea. Oh, the map does fill out quite a bit more. Okay, I see. I still don't see any smoke, though. We got a mobility skill point, which is nice. I don't know how far east we're going to have to go. But perhaps it's a good idea to get ourselves some more wood. Just in case we have to build another campfire. Oh boy. I feel like we're not winning this. Yep, we totally didn't win that at all. We did survive for 2 days, though. Lose all your current progress. You drop some items, and some buildings will remain in place. Your dropped items. Okay. Well, there you go. We have our chest still and our campfire. I mean, that's got to count for something. Maybe. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Well, I see how things can definitely get a little bit difficult as time progresses. Well, folks, if you're up for a challenge, I definitely recommend you guys check this one out. It is very, very, very unforgiving with everything that it does, which is fine, and it's cool, and I like it, but yeah, it is quite unforgiving. You are going to be battered and bruised and bloody by the end of it. But sometimes that's the charm. That's why it's strange how we just started missing there. And you know, just like everybody else, I am all up for punching trees for wood, let me tell you. It is one of the forgotten pastimes. So I feel like the shelter did not offer much to us. Like, we built the shelter last time. Didn't seem to do much good for us. Like, maybe we could have gone in and slept? I don't know. Our food supplies, our foodstuffs are quite low at this point. We have to upgrade. How do we upgrade? Oh, we gotta get 50 and... Oh, I didn't even know we could upgrade stuff. Look at that. There's also some clothing that we can make. Some traps and other stuff. Not bad. Stone axe, definitely on the to-do list. And the stone pickaxe on the to-do list as well. Move you there, move you there. Maybe we craft a few throwing rocks. Just saying. Okay, we'll put that there. We don't have a lot of food or a lot of anything really right now, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to bring that into our inventory. We'll be able to build ourselves a campfire to make sure that we're alive. Okay, going to eat some of the berries there. And we're going to go and we're going to dump some fire into the campfire. Keep ourselves lit there. I would like to try to throw something at the rabbit there, but I just feel like that's not going to work. So let's go for some upgrading. Check out the smoke to the east. Well, therein lies a problem because I was unable to find this alleged smoke that was to the east. I'm sure you guys all checked it out too. The map doesn't have that much detail. I suppose it just wants us to kind of wander around to the east and try to find it. Let's see here. Let's go and swap that. Oh, we gotta warm up. We're at that point. We do still have the energy bar if need be. Our hunger is pretty low. Our health is okay. If we stay warm, I think it helps us with our hunger issues. I would like very much to at least get the next tier, maybe get some clothing. Get some, like, winter insulation type situation going on. Keep us alive a little bit better. A little bit longer. Yeah, let's go ahead and eat that. Might as well do that. Get that out of the way. Alright. So we're warm enough. We should be able to get some of this going. Okay, we got a gathering skill point, and we should have some other skill points as well. Let's go here. Oh, we don't even have the sprint skill point this time. That is a tad unfortunate. Well, it's alright though. We have the extra bag if need be. I'm gonna go for 50 and 50. That's gonna be the plan. The goal, the hope, the dream, as it were. And you guys can zoom in much closer if you want a closer view. Again, we can rotate the cameras. It's a very interesting game. I like it. I do enjoy a good survival game every now and then. Alright, we're going to go and we're going to upgrade. We now have a level 2. We get wooden shoes and wooden armor. Increases speed and cold resistance. We need more wood. Well, that's to be expected. Again, the more times that we die doing these things, the less and less resources that are around, more and more time that we waste, and going with the way that they meant the game to be played, we don't get to retain much of anything, sadly. Which is fine, it just makes things a bit more challenging, we'll say. Alright, so we got some wood there. Let's go here, let's craft ourselves some shoes. And some armor. And we should be able to wear these things. And we should be able to light the campfire. We're gonna have to just basically sit here and let it burn because we don't have much in the way of cold resistance. I'm hoping that we're gonna be okay. We are out of food too, though, which is kind of a problem. So we're really gonna have to go and start looking for other means to feed ourselves, like the berry bushes. Oh, that's a northern herb for medicinal purposes. Doesn't really help me right now. Really need some berry bushes. Come on, are they all gone? The northern herb. No, we're gonna starve. Oh, it's not going well. Maybe we can get that mushroom. It'll keep us alive. Oh, that was not a good idea. That was a terrible idea. So as you can see, there are many ways to die. It can be cooked. Well, we're donezo once again, ladies and gentlemen. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed my multiple deaths here. It's an interesting concept. Oh, enter the abandoned settlement. Well, that's interesting and terrifying all at the same time. I don't know that it's necessarily going to help me any. I mean, we're pretty cold right now. There's not a lot of anything going our way here. Some tires. We entered the settlement. We're gonna start freezing to death soon. Ability skill point. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. That's okay. That's okay. I wanted to show off the game a little bit, show you guys what's what, show you my amazing skills. I do have a little bit of a better idea. If I were to start fresh, I feel I could maybe do a bit more. But I gotta say, overall, not too bad. The game's it's got some potential. I definitely think this would be beneficial and possibly terrifyingly awful with co-op going. I feel like if you were doing co-op with this game, that might not be the best thing in the world, especially if you have people that aren't very good at the game. Like me, for instance. Simply put, they're not going to do much and just be kind of a drain on the resources. They're not going to know what they need to do, just like right now. I'm not entirely certain what my best course of action is, what I should be doing. Because I have never played this before, so you know, there's going to have to be that like learning curve and figuring out what you got to do. Now, having a veteran voice or somebody with you in the party that actually knows what they're doing, has played it before, or is just really, really good at survival games, that could be the deciding factor. That could definitely sway things into your favor. But as it stands right now, Bad Bumpy is bad. Bad Bumpy done got wrecked. And yeah, Bad Bumpy, folks. Bad Bumpy. But yeah, it looks like there was a settlement that we did find. Not that that was our necessary mission or objective. We did find that. There's a wild boar up top there, which is never good. We know all about the wild boars. And we really don't want to upset them. Wolves are terrifying, but yeah, once you get tier 2, you can get some equipment upgrades. Both for like the tools that you use and actual clothing, which makes you a little bit better off. You need to really start foraging pretty early on, or so it seems. And apparently there are northern berries here somewhere. They're really hard to see at night too. That's why they suggest you use the torch. Lots of cool little things. I like how everything kind of goes in and of itself. You only have a limited amount of item slots instead of like a giant backpack. You have to build chests and storage places and all that. That's really cool. I like that. I think that's a really good idea. Alright folks, that's pretty much going to do it for this first look. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will definitely be playing this on my own a bit just to get a little bit better at it and kind of learn how to play it. And then once the game fully releases, well, we'll get to enjoy it a bit more then, because I'll be slightly better and you'll all be excited and you'll know what's going down. And look at that, we found a nurse's diary. So there you go. And apparently just making it inside made it quite a bit warmer, so that's a thing. Maybe moving to the encampment might even be the play. I don't know, folks. That is a tale for another time. The game, once again, is called The Wild 8. I hope you guys enjoyed this first look video. If you did, go ahead and leave a like. That's a thumbs up button for those of you scoring at home. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I do a lot of newly released stuff, a lot of stuff in early access, a lot of just stuff. I do things. That's what I do. If you guys want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, the publisher, or any of that wonderful fun stuff, will all be down below in the description of the video and various links and other things. And yeah, I really hope you guys had a good time. Until the very next episode, folks, which will be when the game fully releases, or maybe there's another massive update. I'll do like another first look on a new update. I don't know. Anyway, until the next episode, folks, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.